I am such an awesome guy. I make so many videos.
Hello there, Price of Reason here with a special report. Since the return of Bob Iger to Disney, we've been hearing a lot of chatter about Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy possibly getting fired. Now, these rumors aren't new. In fact, many Star Wars fans have been preparing for Kennedy's departure for years now. I mean, we all thought she would be fired after alienating half the Star Wars fan base with the Disney sequel trilogy, or after the creative fumbling of Galaxy's Edge, or after the Obi-Wan Kenobi disaster on Disney+, or after several other fiascos since 2012, but nope. She's still here, and regardless of what you may have heard, she isn't going anywhere, at least not in the near future. And if you're wondering, if this isn't true, then why are people talking about it? Let me tell you exactly why these rumors are resurfacing. Number 1. Disney shakeup. On Sunday, Bob Iger made his official return as CEO of Disney after the firing of stopgap CEO Bob Chapek. And now that he's getting settled in, it would only make sense that he would make changes to fix Disney, whose stock and revenue are down. Which brings us to our next point. Number 2. Money. It's no secret that Kathleen Kennedy has lost Disney billions of dollars. In spite of the media's ongoing obsession to always present her as a brilliant studio head, behind the scenes it's clear to everybody that she's a failure. Months before he pretended to step down as CEO of Disney in 2020, Bob Iger had told the media that he took responsibility for whatever issues the cinematic Star Wars movies had. He also said he was stopping production on Star Wars movies moving forward, and from that day until now, not only have no new Star Wars movies been released, there doesn't even seem to be a new movie currently in production. Now, I know some shills will be quick to say Kathleen Kennedy made The Mandalorian, and that was successful, but I beg to differ. That one and only real big Star Wars success during her tenure was made in spite of Kennedy, and not because of her. Contrary to any smokescreen the media would have you believe, The Mandalorian exists because Bob Iger had brought in Jon Favreau, a director who had already made Disney billions prior, to lead the Star Wars project. Iger has also mentioned in the past that while filming The Mandalorian, he personally watched dailies every day and gave notes on the creative direction of the show frequently, which basically means that he went over Kathleen Kennedy's head, or at minimum, he didn't really give her free rein to do the show in a way that she would have wanted. And the reason for this is that there was just too much riding on it. He had to launch a whole streaming service based on that show. He actually needed the work to get done. Number 3, reports. I first learned of these new Kennedy rumors by reading an article in Cosmic Book News, a publication that's been doing some great reporting in recent times. The only trouble I have is not with the article itself, but that the main source of these new rumors is YouTuber John Campea, one of the biggest shills of the entertainment industry. You see, for those who don't know, studios give John Campea early access to new movies and shows prior to their official release, and in return, he gives them mostly positive reviews.
I loved what they did with Luke Skywalker.
And sometimes he even gets some inside scoops. This exchange positions Campea better on YouTube searches, and that's how he can continue growing his channel while keeping the studios happy, which is a system he's been successfully using for years now. So why would he, of all people, be reporting this rumor about Kennedy? Well, this brings us to my next point. Number 4, damage control. Kathleen Kennedy has been frequently trending on Twitter, with many people saying that if Iger wants to fix Disney, he should start by firing her immediately. Now, if you listen to industry shill John Campea, what is he actually saying? Not that Kennedy is leaving now. She's possibly leaving in the summer of 2023, which means to me, absolutely nothing. In fact, by then Kennedy will have a great opportunity to ruin the Indiana Jones franchise for Disney Lucasfilm, which is something that she's been working on for a long time. The truth is, this whole rumor is a big pile of crap. A ploy. A sham. For starters, Kathleen Kennedy isn't getting fired, and I suspect that even if she leaves in June 2023, it will only be after Disney and the media shower her with praise and give her a bunch of awards. It's only after that they all push a narrative that she's the best female producer to ever walk the earth, that maybe she'll ride off into the sunset, or maybe Disney will just keep her in some type of capacity, in some meaningless role, just to show how wonderful she is. That way Kathy can inspire a whole new generation of young women and teach them that it's okay to constantly fail miserably at their jobs, just as long as they play their cards right. If this was a real firing based on actual merit and results, Bob Iger would have actually fired her today and then had security escort her out of the building, but that isn't likely to ever happen. Iger spent years building an image of being a supportive feminist, and I don't believe he's going to suddenly ruin it all now. And that's where John Campea comes in, as sort of a useful idiot for Disney. By receiving this so-called inside scoop and giving us the feeling that Kennedy is already fired, even though she isn't, perhaps some of Kennedy's critics will settle down and go into a slumber, and she once again gets to fight and fail another day. In case you haven't noticed, Disney has used this tactic many times over the years. How many times have we heard that Kathleen Kennedy is fired, only for nothing to happen? Another sad truth is, Disney can probably just keep her as Lucasfilm president at this point. Unless Iger has completely changed his approach, unless he just flat out fires her right now and replaces her with competent people, the Star Wars franchise will just continue to deteriorate. Even if they now retcon the entire sequel trilogy out of existence, Kathleen Kennedy has lost the goodwill of the fans, and I can't say if Disney can ever get the franchise back to where it was. Prior to Kennedy, Star Wars was considered the #1 IP in entertainment, and today it's just a bunch of small TV shows that most people either don't watch or at best watch, dislike, and forget about. So no, I'm not excited about these rumors, and unless we see a real change in attitude from Iger soon, we're just going to be getting more of the same from both Disney and Star Wars. What do you think of the rumors of Kathleen Kennedy's departure? Can Star Wars still be saved? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel and clicking on that wonderful notification bell. Thanks for watching, my friends. Thank you, and good day!
I am such an awesome guy. I make so